If you could take a pill to skip sleep, allowing you to feel fully rested with no side effects, would you do it? What would you do with a full 24 hours? The pandemic has shown me that lack of time is not why I don't get things done. What I need is a pill that fixes my procrastination. Procrastination is incredibly well studied. Reading the research enabled me to identify some of the triggers that lead to me procrastinating and develop coping mechanisms. This meta-analysis is a good place to start. This lecture is also helpful. Edit, this course on Coursera is also pretty good. You can view the material without paying for the course. Could you sum it up? I'm procrastinating too much to read that. This comment speaks for all of us. I haven't even begun to procrastinate. I'm procrastinating on my procrastination. I'm just putting it off till later. I just remembered all the shit I have to do. Time to feel guilty about it. Or I could just check out what's on Reddit. What's everyone else up to? Oh, procrastinating. Nice. Now I feel better. Probably procrastinate more. Edit, wow, thank you for the awards. You just made me realize reading this thread and scrolling Reddit RN is a waste of time. Oh shit, she's starting to be self-aware. They're onto us, hurry, make this comment to bring them back to Reddit. I actually turned off Reddit and you succeeded in bringing me back. Oh god, also don't want to be that person, but she. Bring them back again. Yes, sir. We must bring back perfect imperfection. It has been done. Nothing like a bunch of procrastinators uniting to procrastinate together. Do not let her escape the vortex. O perfect imperfection, we summon thee from the realm of the productive. I wasn't being productive, but you have brought me back again. Complete the stack of games I don't have time to start. Complete the stack of books I'm too busy to read. I would need all the time just to decide on which game to start next. And in the end still go back to that one game you already played through 100 times. Ducking New Vegas. Every time. I feel seen. I've actually stopped buying new games, I know they're just a lie to myself. Then you, sir, are a step further than most of us. My trick is to keep using a really low quality old computer so that I'm limited to late 90s and 2000s games. It's cheaper and also cheaper. It'd probably save the pill forever and use it on one of those rare but miserable times where I have to drive late at night. Not very exciting, I know. But dying isn't very exciting either. Yes, I want to say I would do something productive, but I'd probably just play video games and jack off. Edit, oh shit, this blew up, Bin Laden 2001. Same. Hard same. Not hard for long. There's a second pill for that. Edit, Silver. Thank you, kind sir. Edit 2, Sprog. About a fap no less. Take more pills. Hell no, I sleep to escape. Exactly. I look forward to crawling into a comfy bed at night and sleeping. It is the highlight of my day, which writing it out and seeing it actually looks kinda sad, but I promise it's not intended to be. It does not sound sad to me, I like to sleep. It is not like I sleep 12 hours a day or anything, I sleep a pretty normal 6 to 8 hours a night. I really like that dozing feeling right before going to sleep where my thoughts are starting to mix with dreaming and vice versa when I am waking up in the morning. I don't mind being alone in my own head. This is also how I interpreted their comment, not depressing, but I do look forward to those last few moments of consciousness right before we drift away. If that pill existed, what few labor protections we have left would be gone overnight. At first my answer was yes, because I'm a single parent working a full-time job and a side gig, and I've been saying for a year now that I just need more hours in a day to be able to work more, but really it would just be nice if my rent wasn't half my income from my full-time job after taxes and health insurance deductions. I literally just saw this a few minutes before I opened this thread. The bank says I can't afford a $900 month mortgage, so I guess I'll just keep paying $1,400 month in rent. Mortgage versus rent is very frustrating. Moved out of an apartment paying $1,550 in rent into a house with a $1,500 mortgage. That apartment is now $1,900 a month and no longer includes utilities. Renting is more expensive than ownership, but to own requires a hefty down payment, which is real hard to get nowadays. Owning doesn't require as much down as you think. We were able to put down 3.5%. With an interest rate of 2.75, it didn't make sense to put the additional money we had saved into the mortgage but rather the house. We did spend $10,000 on a roof, another $5,000 doing some basic remodel and outside work. After the recent boom in prices and the little bit of work, we were reassessed an additional $50,000 in equity with the new value, which puts us getting rid of PMI within 2 years of purchase. Around here the least you can put down is 5%. 5% for $500,000 and under, then 10% of anything over $500,000. For example, a $550,000 house requires minimum $30,000 down payment, 5% of $500,000 plus 10% of $50,000. If the house costs over $1 million, you gotta put down 20% of the total cost, minimum. With the cost of housing around here, it is pretty hard to get too far under $500,000. So a lot of people need $25,000 down payment to get a house. Let alone all the other costs. Moving, lawyer, land transfer taxes, title insurance, etc., all that can be super hard to save up when you're paying super high rent. I wasn't aware lenders had different standards per state. We were able to put down 3.5%, which was $8,000, and closing costs were around $8,000. After giving a full asking price offer, they were willing to refund us $5,000 in closing costs as well as another $1.5K refunded from the lender for using a preferred realtor. Even with prepaying escrow and insurance for the year, we were able to come in under $10,000 out of pocket. Although I do feel for the people that live in areas that my house would be 1.5 meters plus, we wouldn't have been able to swing that. I have no idea where you live, but here the housing market is beyond insanity. Blind offers with no conditions, etc. I bought my house conditional on inspection and at asking, but that's very rare, and I was very lucky to get either, let alone both. Typically what happens is a house goes up, listed at a high but reasonable-ish price. They hold offers for 2 weeks and then the seller picks the best one. People talk about bidding wars, but it's more like a blind auction. Most houses here sell over asking with a non-conditional offer, aka, you cannot back out without major penalties. Last summer, people would buy houses based just on the pictures, not even seeing it in person, due to COVID restrictions. Here's a webcomic about an entire society that starts talking that pill. Society stretches the workday out to 18 or 20 hours, often of meaningless stuff. The main character is allergic to the pills, and needs to sleep, so it's considered a disability that he can only work 16 hours a day. There's a bunch of other side effects. PowerNapComic.com edit, fix the link. Man, I wish that site showed the comic in a more efficient way. Reading a page takes like 5 to 10 seconds at most, and then you have to click next and wait for the next page to load. Gets annoying pretty fast, especially on mobile. I think I understand why. More clicks, more revenue? Or maybe it's due to the release schedule, if it's a page a week or something. It's almost always due to the release schedule. I don't care what I have to do with the 24 hours, I'd finally be rested. Slept an average of 6 hours 26 minutes in the last 738 days. I relate so well with that Lamau. Sleeping at 3 a.m. and waking up at 9 isn't the best thing. It's no wonder I'm as short as a hobbit now, haha. Does not have to be connected. TP your sleep schedule because I regularly go to bed around 1 to 2 a.m. and have to get up at 7 a.m. I'm 1,95 though. Sleep. How else am I supposed to hide from my depression? It's called Adderall and I use it to lose online multiplayer games to 14-year-olds with higher doses. Scrolled the whole thread looking for this Lamau. Hell, you can go a good 72 before shit gets loopy and you start hearing weird mad-up sounds. Once went 120 hours, 010 don't recommend. Probably scroll through Reddit. Learn to play guitar and paint. This is literally an episode of American Dad lol U2.B242. Thank you. I came to the comments expecting at least one of them to mention playing Beat Man. No, I enjoy sleep and dreams so you can keep your fancy stay awake all day pill. Sleep helps me reset and my bed is a safe space for me. I need it for the sake of my mental health.